The Pitoni stones, a controversial artifact discovered in Africa. One of the most controversial and debated theories of ancient aliens is that beings from other worlds visited and became involved in life on Earth. To prove this theory, many have been those who, directly or indirectly, have sought and discovered evidence in this regard. Numerous artifacts have been discovered, which have been said to not belong to this world. One such example is that of the stones of heaven, also known as the Pitoni stones. The stone, of an unreal blue, with numerous white veins on the inside, was the subject of controversial discussions and theories in the 90s. The story from the 90s has as its main character the Italian archaeologist Angelo Pitoni. He, on a trip to Sierra Leone, purchased several blue stones from a chief named Fula. The chief told him that the stones were unique and came from an alien species that had visited Africa a long time ago. Pitoni returned to Europe and, fascinated by the chief's story, took the stones to a university laboratory in Italy to be tested. The results showed that the stones did not match any known mineral. Researchers could not explain why the stones retained their blue color, given that when a small piece of a stone was pulverized and viewed under a microscope, it showed no trace of color. Heating the stone to very high temperatures did not change the mineral at all, and acids could not decompose it. Moreover, when they were analyzed in the laboratory, specialists determined that 77.17% of the structure of the boulder was oxygen. The rest was a composition between calcium, carbon, and an unknown organic material. Their age was established at approximately 55,000 years. Years passed and the story of the pythons was forgotten, but with the existence of the Ancient Aliens series, but also with the interest of the American artist Jared Collins, the truth tends to come out. Collins has been trying to obtain a sample of the blue material ever since he first saw it in 2013 in the possession of a jewelry dealer in Hong Kong. The merchant told him that the stone came from the gods and that it did not resemble any on Earth. To confirm this theory, he presented him with a laboratory report from GRS Swiss Labs. After tests that lasted more than 15 months, a specialized laboratory in Switzerland could not determine the composition of the stone. Intrigued, Collins tried to buy a sample, but the dealer refused. The American was left empty-handed, but the story stuck in his mind. He researched online and found out all about the strange story of Angelo Pitoni and his oxygen stone. He had to get his hands on one at all costs and find out the truth. A sample remained on display at Erich von Daniken's museum, the Mystery Park, in Interlaken, Switzerland, along with statues of the strange celestial beings, the anomaly. Unfortunately, the museum would never part with such a sample. As a last resort, Collins made another offer to the Hong Kong seller, and to his surprise, he accepted. The sale went through, and the stone came into Collins' possession, but was accompanied by a letter describing how it had come into the possession of the Hong Kong seller. The jewelry dealer met an Italian man who sold gems in Oroville, India, named Vijay. The latter showed him the stone in question, which he had bought from Pitoni himself. Vijay claimed that the stone came from the star Sirius B. Collins found the story fascinating, but it was time to get the truth about this mysterious rock. The rock was taken to the laboratory at the Earth and Space Sciences Institute at the University of Washington for testing on March 6, 2019. To ensure that the testing was done impartially, he never told the university what they were examining. The specialists believed it to be a piece of a meteorite. The result was clear and concise. The material could not be fully identified.